Today, we will explore a case that shocked a small Texas community to its core. On January 11th, 1999, the peaceful city of Katy was shook by a tragedy. Katy, a peaceful city where everyone knew their neighbors and felt safe in their homes. But on that fateful day, everything changed. Meet Belinda, a ray of sunshine in the town of Katy. Belinda's catching smile and kind heart admired her to everyone she met. Born and raised in a neighboring town, Belinda's childhood was filled with laughter and love, her spirit as free as the Texas wind. Belinda found her heart engaged with that of David Temple. David was a spirited 30-year-old who coached high school football. He was loved for his strong body, sportsman spirit, and friendly nature. He was a hometown boy through and through, his roots firmly planted in the soil of this peaceful community. But David's ambitions extended far beyond the football field. With dreams of becoming a coach and a teacher, he set his eyes on higher education, determined to make a difference in the lives of young people. He got a scholarship to Stephen F. Austin State University in Texas, where he played for the team wearing the number 42 jersey. In 1989, David led his team to win the university's first ever conference championship. For his great leadership, he got a special gold ring as a prize. Their union bloomed into parenthood, where they lovingly raised Evan, a vibrant 3-year-old boy who filled their lives with boundless joy and laughter. She was also 8 months pregnant with her soon-to-arrive baby girl. January 11th, 1999 was a crazy and exhausting day for Belinda. Belinda's day at school turned upside down when she got a call from Tigerland Child Care Center saying Evan was sick. She tried calling David to bring Evan home, but couldn't reach him. So, she went to pick up Evan herself, feeling frustrated. Finally, she reached David around 12:15 p.m., and he rushed home to take care of Evan. Belinda went back to school for meetings until 3:20 p.m. When she got home, she was exhausted and went to rest upstairs. David took Evan out. When they got back around 5:35 p.m., they found the gate open and the door broken. Worried about a break-in, David went to their neighbor Mike for help. But their dog named Shaka was barking aggressively, so Mike couldn't go inside the house. David went inside alone and found Belinda, his pregnant wife, lifeless in their bedroom. David quickly dialed 911.
Harris County 911 Police Fire Ambulance.
Somebody's broken into my house and my wife has been shot.
Stay on the line for the ambulance, sir. We have a shooting victim. Go ahead, sir.
I just walked in, my wife, I believe she's been shot. It's got blood everywhere.
Okay, sir. Is she breathing?
Her brain is on the floor. I think she's already dead. She's 8 months pregnant.
Okay, sweetie. Just stay on the phone with me, okay? Sir, is there any way that you can kneel down next to her and see if she is breathing? Sir. Sir.
She's dead.
Okay. Let me get them over there, okay? Have them check her out. And when was the last time you saw her?
Oh, it's been several hours.
Several hours?
Yes.
You say half of her brain is on the floor?
She's got part of it, a part of I can't even tell. She's down in the corner.
Okay. And she's 8 months pregnant?
Yes.
Have you felt for her to have a pulse?
Yes, she doesn't have one.
We got a baby, though, right?
Right.
Okay. Okay.
But I
Do
don't...
you know how to do CPR?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to do CPR for that baby.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Let's do... Are you doing CPR for me?
She's gone.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can use her, okay, for the baby.
Jesus Christ.
Is there any way that you can do this?
There's just no way. She's got her brain and just blood is just covered on the floor. I got a policeman that's pulled up now.
Okay. I got an ambulance and a paramedic that's getting ready to come in, too.
Okay.
As police and paramedics rushed to David's home, they faced a hurdle. Shaka, the feared guard dog, blocked their entry. Despite attempts to calm him, Shaka remained aggressive. The police were almost at the point of having to shoot Shaka. But David arrived and let them in. Inside, signs of housebreaking were obvious. A broken glass panel and a messy living room. Upstairs, they found Belinda with a fatal wound to her head. Further examination involved a 12-gauge shotgun as the murder weapon, yet no firearms matching it were found during a precise search of the premises. As the detectives focus over every inch of the crime scene, they started to notice something fishy. Things just weren't adding up. Take the broken glass, for example. It was supposed to be evidence of a break-in, right? But instead of being in front of the door, where you'd expect it, it was scattered off to the side. It was like someone had broken it after the door was already open. Then there was the TV, lying on its side all neat and orderly. Too neat, not knocked over in a hurry like you'd expect from a burglar. And what about those open drawers? Sure, they looked like they'd been rifled through, but nothing inside was out of place. It was like someone had just gone through the motions. But here's the kicker. Despite all the jewelry lying around, not a single valuable thing was missing. Belinda's precious jewels were still sitting there, untouched. Even David's fancy gold stuff was left behind. The detectives couldn't shake the feeling that they were dealing with something way weirder than your average burglary. It was like someone had set the whole thing up to look like a break-in. But for what reason? That's what they had to figure out. In the middle of the supposed housebreak, a really strange thing stood out. Shaka, the loyal guardian of the neighborhood, had been unexpectedly silent during the crucial hours of the crime. Not a single bark escaped his mouth until the horrible discovery of Belinda's body sent shockwaves through the community. As days passed, police turned their attention to Belinda's husband, David Temple. His statement at the police station lacked clarity about his whereabouts during the crime. Detectives found it odd that David had no blood on him, considering he was near his deceased wife. Frustrated by baseless suspicions, he enlisted lawyer Paul Looney's help. Then, on January 15, 1999, a breakthrough emerged. Alexander and Linda Roberts, along with their 3 children, resided behind the Temple family home, providing a potential lead in Belinda's murder case. In the neighborhood near the Temple family home, a new clue emerged from the Roberts brothers, who were watching a movie when they heard loud noises like gunshots, pinpointing the time of the murder at 4:35 p.m. The police checked the CCTV footage. David was seen at 4:32 p.m. at Brookshire Brothers store and also seen in the CCTV of Home Depot at 5:14 p.m. The police then removes David from their suspect list. Police then turned their attention to the neighborhood, focusing on Riley Jo Sanders. Riley had some history with Belinda, as she reported him for skipping school to hang out with friends and smoke pot, leading to him losing his driving permit. Police wondered if Riley held a grudge against Belinda. Despite suspicions, Riley's alibi held, leaving police confused about how he could have committed the murder without solid evidence. Years passed, and the murder case grew cold until it was reopened in 2004. As investigators dig into the lives of David and Belinda, unexpected secrets emerged. Belinda's friends revealed a troubled marriage, affected further after the birth of their son, Evan. Over time, David and Belinda's relationship crumbled apart. Their friends recalled a troubling incident when the couple didn't speak to each other for 6 weeks straight. Belinda confided in her friends, worried that David wasn't as thrilled as she was about their new baby girl entering their lives. The police then turned their attention to David's workplace, speaking with his colleagues. Among them was Quentin Harlan, who shared David's role as a football coach. Quentin revealed the shocking truth behind David's reluctance to accept the baby. David had been cheating with another woman. What's even more startling is that it turned out to be the same woman David married after Belinda's tragic death. This revelation gained significance as David remarried just 2 years after Belinda's death, marrying a former colleague and teacher from the high school where he coached. She was Heather Scott, a young woman from Little Rock, Arkansas, caught the eye of David during teacher hangouts. Their friendship evolved into more, leading to a love triangle involving David, Heather, and Quentin, despite Quentin being married. Belinda's twin, Brenda, noticed tension during their birthday celebration on December 27, 1998. David's plan to go hunting on New Year's Eve upset Belinda. Later, it was revealed he spent the evening with his mistress, Heather. Even at Belinda's funeral, David's inquiries about Heather raised eyebrows. Just 34 days after Belinda's murder, on February 14th, his interest in Heather continued. developing suspicions. When asked about finding Belinda's killer, he dismissively said it wouldn't bring her back. This chilling attitude revealed a cold-hearted plot. In 2004, police knocked on David's door, accusing him of murdering Belinda Temple. David denied it, but his trial didn't start until 2007. He was sentenced to life in prison in November 2007, but later released on bail. Heather, his wife, didn't want to be married to a man in and out of jail, so she filed for divorce. The pandemic hit while David awaited sentencing, causing delays. In 2023, the case was revisited, and David was found guilty. He was sentenced to life in prison, with parole possible after 17 years. Throughout the trial, David's son Evan stood by him, refusing to believe his father capable of murder. During court proceedings, Belinda's brother, Brian Lucas, confronted David, labeling him as despicable and condemning him to a lifetime of regret in prison for destroying their family. Belinda's twin sister, Brenda, shared the pain, feeling very sad about her sister and niece, whom she never got to meet. The loss of Belinda deeply affected the Katy High School community, where she was beloved by both teachers and students for her kindness and passion for education. Candles and flowers adorned Belinda's house as students mourned her tragic passing. It took decades of legal battles, but finally, after 24 years, justice was served, bringing closure to Belinda's grieving family and friends.